Rogers is an autistic boy. He's 15 years old. He's been missing from Hendersonville, Tennessee. And everybody has been looking for him. Everybody. He is 5 foot 5 inches tall. He weighs 120 pounds. Sandy blonde hair, and he wears glasses. And again, there is no footprint of him whatsoever.
You think back, and there might have been a reason he was possibly upset, or something outside that could have enticed him to go outside. Was there anything that came to mind?
We've been combing over that day and even the weeks before he left, and I hadn't been able to figure it out. He's that morning he was laughing, he was joking. Everyone we were around that day agreed that he seemed like he was in a good mood. He was behaving.
This boy, I've done told y'all, reminds me of my son that had autism, that is my third son. And he disappeared right down the road from part of where my family lives. And I take all of these cases serious. I am not playing about anything right now.
The original thinking was that Sebastian Rogers left home on his own, but the fact that he disappeared without a trace now has authorities looking into the very real possibility of foul play.
I'm not trying to accuse them of anything. I'm trying to tell you how suspicious they are now becoming. Well, hello, everybody. Whoa, it's great to see you. Hello, Annabella honeys. Not crazy by crazy lady. Hello, hello. Crafting true crime. Actually, got crafting true crime again. I hope Smiley is okay. It's late for her to come on. I'm fine, honey. I'm fine. I just been procrastinating today. Yep, been doing some stuff. Yeah. Hello, Yaya. Hello, coffee bar lady, plant lady, and Nyla. Hello. Y'all know I don't have no set time. I just do whatever Smiley feels like doing. Borna honey. Hello, Borna honey, and Susie Little. Good to see you. Hello. Yaya. Let's see who else we got here. And Millie, my sweet Millie. I hope everybody's doing okay today. There we go. Happy Sunday. It's almost over. For some people, it is over. Yeah, I was modding for Justin, plant lady. I was guilty. I was modding for him earlier. I've been a little bit everywhere today. And I even got some Netflix in. Whoa. Yeah. I watched Trial by Fire. Anybody seen that? Has anybody seen Trial by Fire? Oh my God. It's a true story. Hey, Sharon. If y'all get a chance, watch it. It's really good. Crafting. About the picture being on the phone. I couldn't tell that either. I couldn't tell who was on the phone. Who they had on the phone either. Hey Dee. Hey Karen. But you can believe Dog had a reason for putting it out. I don't know what reason he had to put it out again yesterday, but he put it out. He's got his reasons. Look, people's working on this case. People's going to, they're going to find Sebastian one way or another. Okay? And that's all there is to it. Just know when people put out something or they share videos or clips or something. Hey, sister. Hello. Carol loves embroidery. or anything, they have a reason. You might not know that reason. I might not know that reason. But we may not be who's important. Whoever needs to see it knows. Okay? So sometimes it's not a matter of a guessing game or, oh God, let's look who's on the phone or anything like that. Hey, Nana, what you doing up, girl? What you doing up? Love you, girl. Hey, Karen. Nana, I hope you're doing good. I hope everybody's had a wonderful Sunday, though, for real. It was a good day here. It just started raining just a bit ago, but hey, can't complain. Can't complain. Sure can't. What have I got to complain about? I hear I got pictures of me laying in a casket. What have I got to complain about? Lord have mercy, honey. Well now. It's almost midnight. It sure is. Hey, Hope Floats and everybody coming in. I want you to know, each and every one of you, that I really do appreciate you being here. All of you. I appreciate every single one of you. Hey, Rose. I'm sorry, Nana. Oh, well, you know you're always welcome here. It's better than the doctor's office. You got a lot done today? Now just laying in bed? I got so done today. I'm ready to, yes, and please drop if they have some people I didn't know. If Little Red comes in here, drop hers. Even if she don't, just drop hers, because I didn't even know she had a channel. But Millie knows. Y'all know who to drop. Yes, y'all go sub to Annabella. Annabella, we need some more of your love, baby girl. We need some more of your love. This case is getting, cray. We got Stevie boy up here. Stevie boy needs to give it up, honey. He does. He needs to give it up. Now, I was fixing to do this live anyway. And then I'm like, I get something that shows me what his shenanigans are again. I'm like, really? Haven't you made a big enough fool out of yourself? Really? I don't even want to deal with this person, but I'm going to. Let me put this up here for just a minute. And also, you see this right here? Anybody who has any information on Sebastian Wayne Drake Rogers, call it in. There's a combined reward equaling $250,000. I think it's actually now. This is an old picture. I think it's now, if I'm not mistaken, $250,155. If I'm not mistaken. But we know we have at least 250. 50 is from the FBI, and the rest is from, combined with Dog and his team and everybody. So please. Hey, Daniel. Hello, yo. Hello, Crafting with True Crime and Susie and everybody coming in. Yeah, boy needs to stop. First, hold on a minute. We're going to play this. Hold on. First, we're going to play this. It's like 3 minutes. It's the dispatch call original again. Hold on.
Do we have an estimated time of start for the search process?
Call came in at 6:33 this morning.
All right, thank you.
My name is Dean Juvenile, 1008 Pepper Court, 1008 Pepper Court, Hendersonville. I'm advised that this morning there was a 15-year-old girl was not in the bed. be a white male, 3 blonde hair, approximately 5 foot, 120 pounds. I was going to be wearing a black sweatshirt, like sweatpants. Female does have a form of autism. This is the first time it happened. I was going to be in the home before midnight. All the doors are locked at this time.
Just for my round.
Wait, so then I asked the call taker to ask if Eva has the phone.
Hey, Justin.
Central to 68. I have Mrs. Fire call.
It is.
Central to 4780 Warren 12. Two rounds. Left her son at the house. The mother is driving around looking for him in the Victoria Place subdivision, and she is driving a baby blue Infinity.
Y'all know who else drives one? Looks just like that. Just saying.
You can take me off the assist fire. I'll be en route to the missing juvenile. Next big track back up. Going into the construction site over here back towards the beach.
Oh, Justin, I love you. Thank you. You didn't have to do that, honey.
Hey, awful muddy. Do you see any footprints, anything? You shouldn't have any shoes on. Hey, this is all dry, hard packed. I do have some footprints over here. Right there where you're standing? Yeah, leading right over here to the retaining pond. No shoes, just footprints. The shoes, but Max went straight into the pond. Max led me straight to the retaining pond. Over behind Willow Boulevard, he dove right into the water. Yeah, do you see any footprints around it?
Thank you. Y'all go sub to Annabella.
Footprints in some of the softer dirt. Headed straight this way on the track that he was running.
He was running. This is all what they were told now, remember. He ran away.
So to any units that are going to be assisting with 1008, please come to 1008 Evercore now, please.
Hey. All right, so that was 3 minutes of that. That was with a True Crime with Eve. Go ahead and drop her channel as well. Even though I didn't put it up there and play it, I still want to give her credit for that because that one was hers. But what I'm going to do is put this down because I got to read, and I hate to read it. And y'all, I hate y'all to watch me read. All right, so hold on just a minute because Stevie boy needs to stop it. Stevie boy needs to stop. I heard what shenanigans he was up on earlier, and we was all over in Justin. So I don't know if Justin even knows about this or not. But this fricker he won't give it up, even though he was made look like a fool and a liar, and he is still at it. I'm like, really? I was shown that, and I'm like, you got to be kidding me, right? He's glutton for it. Oh, shit. Hold on a minute. Oh, this is today. Oh, this is 4 hours ago. Oh, shit. All right. You gonna make me show this one first, too, huh? Okay. This was 4 hours ago. Okay, so let's see. 4 hours ago. Before I play this, who is it? Okay, this is NBC affiliate of WSMV4 Nashville. Let me get some little music going here. You never know what these frickers might do. These frickin' people. All right. Again, this is NBC affiliate WSMV4. So, hey, rap. All right, so let's go. Hold on just a minute. We're going to listen to this.
Teenager Sebastian Rogers went missing from his mother's home in Hendersonville on February 26, 2024. He was last seen on Stafford.
Hold on a minute, y'all.
Teenager Sebastian Rogers went missing from his mother's home in Hendersonville on February 26, 2024. He was last seen on Stafford Court in Hendersonville, but has not been seen since. Now, says NBC affiliate WSMB4 Nashville, private investigator Steve Fisher says a new video could help break the case. Fisher says that the video shows a person in dark clothing walking in Sebastian's neighborhood at 12:17 a.m. on the night he disappeared. He says it looks like the person is hiding behind a car when someone walks their dog nearby. The video ends with the suspect running in the opposite direction. In an interview with WSMB4, Fisher spoke about the significance of this new information. So, what we found, we went through over 100 hours of surveillance. It wasn't until the third pass through the surveillance that we even spotted this person. And there's a person at 12:17 a.m. in the same neighborhood. It appears that they're trying to stay out of sight of another person that's walking their dog, and then doubles back after. It's clear and goes back toward the construction zone where it was believed that he may have been. It's very hard to see because the person's wearing all dark clothing, which is believed Sebastian was wearing. Fisher says the person appeared to be thinner, making it difficult to see them. He also told WSMB4 that the Tennessee Bureau of Investigation, TBI, has a copy of the video. When asked to make a comment, TBI referred WSMB4 to the Sumner County Sheriff's Office, who wrote back, "Law enforcement has had possession of the original video since 72 hours after Sebastian was reported missing. After thoroughly investigating this lead, we determined that it has no relevance to the case. The search for Sebastian remains ongoing and has included ground searches, drone mapping, use of scent dogs, and scouring surveillance video." Fisher says that waterways will be searched using underwater remotely operated vehicles, ROVs, with high-definition cameras.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and this, you're right. This was debunked many months ago, and it was debunked by Jennifer Coffindaffer, retired FBI agent, yesterday. I believe it was yesterday or the day before. Nick Barris, so many other people, and Ellie came out and said, no, it didn't mean anything. I mean, I don't know what the hell that this boy, and I call him a boy, he don't act like a man. He acts like a punk in a missing kid's case, if you ask me. Of course, nobody asked me, but I'm telling you anyway. That's just me. Okay? But hold on. Because what I want to show you is this. Oh, well, first, before we get into that, 12 hours ago, we're going to go back 12 hours ago. 12 hours ago, he says, as we approach the 1 year mark since, like he gives a damn, okay? Anyway, whew, Lordy, this case upsets me. As we approach the 1 year mark since Sebastian Rogers went missing, instead of uniting to find Sebastian, debates over runaway versus foul play or abduction versus lost person is the focus. Quit playing your game, Stevie boy. Stop it. Boy, he must be getting broke, or Mama Bowersocks must be getting broke. Anyway, he says, foul play or abduction versus lost person is the focus. The primary should be finding Sebastian. You think? Law enforcement and professionals will find the facts of his disappearance. Damn right they will, Stevie boy, because guess what? Law enforcement has a pile of shit, I'm telling you right now. And you have not done nothing but distractions. So anyway, law enforcement and professionals will find the facts of his disappearance when Sebastian is found. He will tell the story of what happens. Well, you know what? I pray to God Sebastian is found, and I pray to God he will tell the story of what happened. And then he will be able to tell and talk and tell what a monster, what a home he had to live in. Steve, boy. He will tell the story of what happened either in his own words or through science. But for that to happen, he needs to be found. Then get busy, mother chucker. This is also where the public can help. Whether it's boots on the ground, searches, handing out flyers, or spreading awareness online, every effort matters. Casting blame does nothing to help find Sebastian. In fact, it makes the search more difficult because it drives professional searchers away because of the. Is he kidding right now? Look, I ain't got a chance to read this before I come on here. Not this part, not this one. But is he kidding right now? I don't think he understands who he's working for. I don't think he understands what allegedly has been going on in this case and what allegedly has been happening to people and their cars and anybody who tries to find Sebastian. Mr. Stevie says, I am 100% focused on actually finding Sebastian. Well, you don't act like it because you know what? Now, I have watched for months you and Hong go back and forth. And I'm not talking about Hong. I'm talking about you. And besides that, you're way, way, way older than Hong, Stevie boy. So you know better, little man. You know better. You're not focused on nothing except when you're going to get your next money and your next paycheck. Even if law enforcement came forward today with definitive proof of what happened, it wouldn't change the fact that he still needs to be found. Again, you think? Over the past few weeks, I have been actively scheduling and logistically planning a new search effort that include both dedicated current searchers and new professionals who are committed to traveling to Tennessee to assist in locating Sebastian. We are dedicated to finding Sebastian. Well, I tell you what, Mr. Stevie boy, I'll be there in a few days. How about you get your search together? Because I'm not scared to search with ne'er one of y'all motherfuckers. How about I see exactly what y'all are doing? Tell me when and tell me where. How about that? Let's just see what kind of search you're doing for Sebastian. So that was 12 hours ago? Oh, this is interesting. Hold on a minute. Never mind. I'm going to... It's just something that Mike had said to me. Oh, Mike, where are you at too, Mike? I need to speak with you. Mike! But it is funny how... Anyway, we ain't going there right now. Now, here is... Let me get this down so I can see. Here is... this was 2 hours ago. 2 hours ago. He's wanting to show us something. So let's just look. They made it daylight, I guess. I hope you can see that. Is that Sebastian? Anybody? Anybody? Now, what gets me is every time anybody thought they might have saw Sebastian or anybody that looked like Sebastian or whatever, I mean, we don't know. We didn't live with Sebastian. So there's going to be a few people out there that say, oh, they look alike because of whatever reason. But you know what? It's awful funny to me that Chris, well, Katie, she can't speak without Chris, but it's awful funny because I have messaged Chris before and said, I don't know if you've seen this picture or not, but is this about? Nope, not him. He's very quick to say, no, it's not him. If Mike comes in here, be very nice to him because I would like to speak with him. That's all I'm going to say right now. But it was kind of funny, just something I seen on Fisher's shit just now. Just, anyway, never mind. There we go. He put that picture up. I don't know whose ass that is, but maybe Chris. I don't know whose dog that is. I don't know whose ass that is, to be honest with you. But this is what he said. Maybe it's his. I don't know. I really don't know. Don't care either. Because all this is distraction. That's all this is distraction. So he says 2 hours ago, the video released of the unknown person captured in the 12:17 a.m. surveillance footage was reportedly deemed irrelevant. Of course it was. Of course you got your ass called out. You look like a fool. However, he won't stop. So he says, however, a scent-specific K9 tracked from Sebastian's home up Stafford Court through the backyards and the exact spot on Kellen where this unidentified person was walking. Why can't we simply get confirmation on whether law enforcement absolutely knows who this individual is or not? Okay, so now he's saying it got sent to the exact place. Justin's in here. Justin, do we have any scent on Sebastian when Sebastian left the house? I think even Chris in his own damn words said no. Yeah, he's full of bullshit. And he needs to stop playing his games. Okay, so hold on. This is while we was busy in your chat with this idiot over here doing on Twitter or X or wherever in the hell he's at. Mars, for all I care. So then he says, okay, so he says, the dog did that, okay? So he said, why can't we simply get confirmation on whether law enforcement absolutely knows who this individual is or not? Well, that tells me right there, law enforcement's not speaking to his dumb ass. Law enforcement is not speaking to his dumb ass. And I bet you, if I was a betting person, and I'm really not, that they haven't talked to Chris and Katie either in a while. Just saying. So he says, we, I guess he means him and his people that's paying him, we are told to remain vigilant and submit any leads. I know. Thank you for that. I know. I just got it. We are told to remain vigilant and submit any leads about Sebastian. I think it's a fair question, he says. Who was this person? Well, bitch, you're the private investigator, smarty pants. He's wanting to know who somebody is. What's your beef, Steve? You're the damn private investigator. You want everybody to do your work too, and you getting paid all them big bucks? Man, get the hell out of here. Never seen nothing like this shit. And he's lazy. We got a lazy little man, freaking Stevie boy, who's spreading lies, misinformation, and gossip. You know? And now he wants people to do his damn work for him because he can't even find out who the person was. Well, what a great PI you are. Is there anywhere I can give you reviews? So he also then he says, don't worry, I'm going to tell y'all. He says, okay, so then he said, let's see, hold on a minute. Well, I might have lost the whole damn, hold on a minute. Okay, why can't we simply get confirmation? Really? Okay, so he says, we are told to remain vigilant. I read that part. Okay, listen to what he says here. Just listen to this. He says, there seems to be an attitude from those who believe foul play was involved that finding Sebastian isn't important. Now, I'm going to stop right here. I might lose my place, but I'm going to stop right here. Actually, y'all like my new glasses? Let's see how they work. I don't think I like them. I don't know. Anyway, what did he say? Okay, dumb boy, dumb. I'm sorry, but I'm one of those people. I'm one of those people. But he says, we don't want Sebastian found. Are you kidding me? No, we're just sitting here 24/7 researching, reading, and what? Well, I can't speak for you, sir. You're playing games with everybody else. We're just sitting here working our asses off. We sure as hell are not getting paid anything like you. I know I'm not. I don't know about nobody else. I don't know nobody else's pockets. But I know one thing. I went 4 years in Summer Wells without getting paid, and I can tell you this shit without being monetized, and I can tell you this shit ain't one you want to mess with because I want him found, regardless of what I believe, Stevie boy. You need to cut the shit. Have you looked for the crap that is being paid to do all the distractions and stuff? Seriously? So then he says, let's see what else he says. So then, well, he was all on it tonight. So then he said, okay, so he thinks the ones who believe foul play was involved, that finding Sebastian isn't important. It is important enough to put our lives on hold and our personal things and stuff we love put on hold to try to figure this out or help in some kind of way, shape, or form. Stevie boy, I would say that's pretty important in my book. He said the only thing that's important is placing blame. Playing pretend law enforcement and pretend prosecutors does nothing to help find him. What does help find him is searching, creating awareness, reviewing surveillance footage, and asking real questions. I'm trying to find Sebastian, he says. We're trying to find Sebastian again, he says. Well, you thought you better throw Katie and Chris in there too, huh? First, it was just you, and you thought, I'm not going to take all the credit. I better watch who feeds me, who I hold my hand out from. Interesting. Then he says, this is a professionally trained SAR tracking canine at 8:30 a.m. on the morning of Sebastian's disappearance. Well, it's not if you still think it was the 26th, you idiot. Whatever. On the morning of Sebastian's disappearance. The footage comes from the same camera that captured the surveillance of the unknown person, but is zoomed in to provide a clearer view of the canine. Well, good for you, sir, but we don't care about seeing the canine. I mean, has he lost his ever-loving freaking mind? I don't know where he's at. I don't give a damn to investigate this man. Wherever he's at, he's living it up fat and happy, I can tell you that. I'll tell you all that. I'm going to turn this music off. This music is on my nerves. But yeah, I was going to come on here and do something totally different, and I still am. But I had to just say, give it up already, Stevie. Give it up already, Stevie boy. You little man. I told y'all, unfortunately, in the next couple of days, there's going to be nothing but shenanigans played. A bunch of crap and everything that they can make up under the sun. It's sad, and it's going to be sad, a lot more sad, as if it's not sad enough, that Seth has to go through and hear all this or see all this when he is trying to find his son. And then you got these people over here kikiing and ha-haing it up. It makes no sense. Make it make sense. Sebastian is still missing. I get so upset when I finally fall asleep at night and there's no information. Well, especially when I had to find something only about some kind of Stevie boy or something like that. God. But then there's no information. And then sometimes I get up 2 or 3 times in the night. If I even go to sleep, sometimes, hell, half the time I ain't even sleeping in the bed with hubby because I'm falling asleep in the freaking recliner researching this case. That's how not important it is to me, Stevie. That's how not important Sebastian is to me. Got it? Woohoo! Thank you, show poodles. Welcome to Smiley Squad. Woo! Welcome, welcome. Yeah, I'm surprised he didn't say the dog is a cat, a cat too. Who knows what he's thinking? Stop the misinformation and the lies. They've already come out and made him look stupid and said, no, 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 no. They want to make fun them. I don't know who's being paid, but you got to be a damn idiot to sit there and make fun of an ex-FBI agent, retired, not retired, whatever the problem is. and keep playing your games. That may be why some people's off of here. Why don't y'all use your little common sense or suspend it for 7 days or whatever the problem is? You're not going to keep getting away with this stuff. You're just not. Sebastian is a young man, a little human, a real person who's missing. And he's going to be found. But I hate it when I fall asleep and I get up 2 or 3 times a night and there's nothing. There's really no new information. There's really, he hasn't been found. There's no arrest. There's nothing. And then I go on back to sleep. And then I wake up the next morning. I check my phone or computer or whatever. First thing I check TBI, whatever. Nothing. No sign. Nothing new. Nobody will come forward. And, oh, you bet your sweet butt somebody knows. You bet your sweet butt somebody knows. Then I get sad thinking, well, could it be possible he is alive and he could be harmed, tortured, hungry, cold? I'm not even his mother. I've never even met Sebastian Rogers. I've never even met his family yet. I don't know Sebastian. And I worry more about Sebastian, and I cry more over Sebastian not being found and shit going on that should not be going on in a missing child's case than his own mother does. Don't come out here, pre-record something, have it pop out on the 25th, 26th, and act like you're all that. And then you still have Mr. Damn Chris sitting there answering all the questions. You should have just had a lawyer sitting by you, Katie. What can you do for your child? No, scratch that. What will you do for your child? Well, she might have had a lawyer sitting there, but she didn't need Chris sitting there. We've already heard from Chris, right? And hell, why can't they just do like everybody else and get their own channel and go live when they feel like it? Hey, Kiki. Hello, Cynthia. Kim from Canada. Hello. And Drew K. Everybody coming in. Mally Cat. Love you all. I appreciate you all. MCE. Oh, and Drew, you've been a member 9 months. Thank you so much. And I appreciate you so much. I was just telling everybody earlier how much I appreciate them. I appreciate everybody that watches, that comes in here, that supports Sebastian, that supports me, so I can get the word out about Sebastian. One more word's not going to hurt as long as it's the truth, right? Oh, and Millie, thank you. A while ago, I saw you gifted somebody. Thank you. I'm sorry about that, honey. Thank you, Millie. And thank you, Mally Cat, for gifting somebody. And whoever got that, please let them know. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Please let them know. Millie knows I'm not, I'm slow about catching these things, but I did see it. I was on a warpath. I was on a warpath. Love y'all so much. Thank you so much. But his mom, excuse me, in my opinion, she's just being selfish because she knows, this is my opinion. She might not know where he's at, but she knows. And again, I wonder when I wake up, will this be the day someone's arrested? Or will it be the day he's found. So even so, another child or another human being don't come up on something also out there that they can't unsee, I say shame on you. Shame on you. I sure wouldn't want that for nobody. I sure wouldn't want that to happen for nobody. Thanks to this selfish person that calls herself Sebastian's mother. She's no mom, in my opinion. She definitely knows what happened to Sebastian. After all, she was the last one who seen him. After all, we have it on video, right? We have it on camera. Dog dropped it again. We have it on camera. We saw him get in the car. We saw them leave Texas Roadhouse. All that's on Texas Roadhouse. Oh, her and Stevie Boy rushed down there real quick when all that started coming out. It doesn't matter if it has anything to do with it or not. I am telling you right now, we saw her get in the car on camera and leave with Sebastian. But the problem is, what happened after that, Katie? See, this is what Katie said. This is what Katie said. Katie said she got him home. She saw him go in his room and she saw him go to bed. And he had on when he went to bed, he had on black sweatpants with white stripes and a black t-shirt. See, we have to take her word for it. Because that's what she said. Right? And whatever happened to her child under her roof while she was there, while she said out of her mouth, not that I believe it, possibly, I don't know, but she said out of her mouth that she was alone with him. I say this every chance that I get, okay? She said she saw him go in his room. I just told y'all that. And she said she was alone with him. Now, either she's lying about someone else being there or not, but it don't matter. She, Katie Lynn Proudfoot, she locked herself in that house on Stafford Court with her son, Sebastian. I had over a 3-hour interview with them. On the spot, I went around all doors, all windows, everything I could think of on the top of my head, off of the top of my head for something not even prepared or knew was going to happen. I say it every time. She locked herself in with Sebastian in her house on Stafford Court. No way in and no way out, because if he would have got out, he would have been seen on camera. There would have been a shadow at her door, and they would have saw that. Remember all that? But the most important part is, in my opinion, is this. She once again chose, as she said, her husband over her son. And she said, how snappy on my interview, I love my husband. I love my husband. I bet you do, Katie. I bet you do. Here's the thing. Not only did she lock herself in with Sebastian, she allowed Chris, that was supposed to be three and a half hours away, way out, to lock her in there with her son all alone. And she agreed and went along with it. And guess what? She gave him an alibi. She gave him an alibi. So like she said, I don't know about y'all, but I love my husband. Mm-hmm. Yeah, we see just how much you love your husband. He sees just how much you love him too. You loved him more than you love your child. There you go. There you go. She said that. I bet you do, Katie Mae. And guess what? I just know from the bottom of my heart, he loves you too. And he's willing to keep all of your nasty little secrets. You know why he's willing to keep all your nasty little secrets? He's ready to keep all your nasty little secrets until the cows come home. Because you, my dear dum-dum, you followed all of his commands. Every single one of them. And you gave him a great alibi. Any alibi is greater than being there that night with you and Sebastian, right? Anywhere near there, right? It wouldn't even matter if law enforcement had it on video, would it? Law's not going to tell y'all everything. They're not going to tell us everything. And they evidently ain't talking to Stevie boy. Never mind the fact that you were willing to give up your child, your one and only child, for him. Him being Chris. Him being Mr. Chris. Excuse me. In case y'all didn't know who him is. Because I remember early on, and I'm sure a bunch of y'all do, it was, we'll just say rumored, hypothetically. You know, we don't know facts because hell, so many lies have been told by them that, you know, the neighbors could hear the screaming, the yelling, seeing Sebastian be sprayed down with, you know, that water pressure thing, all kinds of things. Whatever it was enough. Rumor had it that KK, Chris told KK that, you know, they were fixing to part ways. You know, and, you know, there was a little bit of hanky-panky going on, in my opinion. Well, actually on both sides. But, you know, the hanky-panky, Chris was a little upset about that. Yeah, that's right. Absolutely. Thank you, Feisty Mama. Woo! Thank you so much. And you're right about that. But, like, he told her, he said it was either him or me. And he said, I hope you choose him. Well, hell, anybody with common sense is going to hope. I even think Chris is going to hope you would pick your flesh and blood. My God. See, he told you needed to choose, but his narcissistic ass also said, I hope you choose your son, knowing you was probably going to do the opposite any freaking way. That's my opinion. But Katie didn't. She didn't choose her son, did you, Katie? Katie didn't want that clock to strike 12. She didn't want to go from riches to rags like Cinderella. And you, Katie Mae, chose Chris over your son. Phoenix, you got a problem, honey. Would you got a problem you want to come up here and talk about, sweetie? Well, I'm going to continue bitching, so shut up and sit down and have a seat in the corner. I mean, after all, you couldn't be like any of us normal people, could you, Katie? You couldn't just take Sebastian and move in with your mother, right? Even you couldn't go back home. You couldn't go back and move in with your mother. And you didn't want to give him to Seth. We know you tried. We know you tried. And it wasn't the right time. And yada, yada, yada. All the things. No, you stay mad, Phoenix. I'm not. Honey, I am not mad. Do I look mad? I'm not mad. You must be mad. You're over here worrying about what I'm doing, honey. Who's your real name? Who's your daddy? Who's your baby? You come to Smiley, baby. I ain't mad. Anyway, I'll carry on. I can't wait to see Chris again. I know, isn't it? Wouldn't it be lovely? Wouldn't it be nice? But anyway, she didn't want to give him to Seth. Thank you, Feisty Mama. Thank you. She didn't want to give him to Seth because you know why she didn't want to give him to Seth? And she didn't want, this is my opinion, okay? It don't make it true. But she didn't want to give him to Seth because if she did that, Sebastian would always still be in her life. Sebastian would always still be picking up the phone calling. Or Seth would call and need something. Remember, Seth is not as wealthy as they are. Now, I'm not saying they're rich. I'm just saying they're wealthy enough. They're wealthy enough to pay Stevie boy, right? They're wealthy enough to bag up toys or anything else they deem necessary and throw in the garbage because it means nothing, right? So they can set money on fire. But see, if she gave him to Seth, my theory and my opinion is, why would she do that, honey? Because Seth may be calling her. He would be calling. Or they would always be interrupting Katie and Chris. I mean, they needed to solve the problem. And we already heard from Terry Bowersox's ex-co-worker, right? Yeah, they still live in that house. When they're there, Punky. When they're there. I never seen anybody who had a child that was missing. Runaway, walk away, anything else. And their mom just leaves within days. Yeah, the way that they live in a world where everything is disposable, even people. We already see their animals are disposable. How many animals? And then if you go back through Chris and Katie, and you see pictures that others put out and stuff like that, of them, and they was holding dogs. How many animals have they had that they don't have anymore? What happened to them? Did they get too big or get too grown and then wasn't cute little puppies no more? Was Sebastian not a cute little baby no more? I think Sebastian was an embarrassment to these two. And actually to Chris couldn't go around his family, and they couldn't go around without Terry getting pissed off and going to work and cussing everybody out. In fact, also wanting to go as far as to do something to his own wife because he's so tired of it. And, Kathy, she didn't want to leave money bags and all the things, So in my opinion, yeah, Katie and Chris are both holding secrets for each other. They're holding secrets for each other because she didn't want to go back. She didn't want that clock to strike 12. She didn't want to go back to rags. Look where she came from. I'm not being ugly. I'm stating the facts. FACTS. And I'm telling you, if she hadn't been in the Navy, they may not have even met because that's really not Chris's style now, is it? But she's living her dream. She's living her dream with her husband because she loves her husband. She loves him. She loves her husband, honey. And that she said very clearly. I don't know about y'all, but I have 3-hour phone calls. It's not unnormal. Only time whenever she spoke was about her husband. It wasn't about getting on no platform 3 hours and talking about her child. And the whole time, now Smiley's going to kiki and laugh. Now, the whole time, Dum thinks he was talking to his daughter, and the whole time he was talking to Terry Lynn. And then when he got off the interview with me, he went over and talked to Terry Lynn for 3 more hours. KK was in the bed right beside him, and his nasty ass was trying to meet with Terry Lynn. Really? I mean, seriously. So, but yeah, she's living her dream. She said it clearly. She loves him so much. I'm pretty sure she said that crystal clear. Just like her hubby, Chris, is always trying to make things crystal clear. Y'all think it might not matter in Sebastian missing? Oh, it matters. Was it a motive? Was this another Susan Smith? Because, hey, her new boyfriend didn't want kids. Look what she did with her children. It's always about the men. It's always about the men. Please. What is wrong with these people? These women out there? And you knew, Katie, you knew he would never get full custody of Faith. Even if he did, it would be Kathy that took her and raised her, not your husband. But you knew it would not happen. You knew it wouldn't. So you was going to be free and clear of children, just like you always wanted to be. Am I warm yet, Katie? Or am I hot as hell? I think I'm very hot, actually. I think I'm very hot. Katie, I want to tell you something. You're not outsmarting anyone, but you're certainly not outsmarting LE, especially law enforcement. Again, I'm going to tell you, it's not if, but when you do get arrested. Your husband that you love so much cannot and will not be there to hold your hand. In fact, after and I'm probably giving him too much credit, but after about the first 3 months, I bet you won't even get money on your book for some noodles, honey. I bet that well will run dry. I bet that husband you love so much, if he don't get arrested for something, he'll move on. He'll move on. You won't even be in the jail cell long enough to get comfortable. He'll move on. He'll have him another woman, I'd say in 2 weeks, honey. And there you will be. Yeah, no honey bun funds. No honey bun funds for you. You won't even get a white t-shirt, honey, because you'll be having to wear them stripes or that orange. Because you ain't going to have no money on them books. You need to think about that, Katie. Sebastian didn't run away. He didn't have no shoes. He had no socks. He had no coat. He had no backpack filled with snacks. He had no money. He had no phone. And he took nothing with him. I don't believe if he ran away or left on his own, he didn't take any of that. I know. I had a runaway in my family, and they literally got killed for sleeping, being at the wrong place at the wrong time. 16 years old. Sebastian, I believe if he ran away on his own, he would have took something. Sumner County Sheriff's Office definitely has evidence, in my opinion. You better believe that. And I'm sure they probably have a lot. I'm sure they do. But that's my opinion. Everybody can have their own opinion. It's a free country. At least right now it is. But I can tell you, I am pretty sure He did not have the day of his life. The day you tried to give him something that seemed to be, to me, the last day on earth. That's just me, though. And I can tell you, he didn't have the best day with his mother and then go home and just run away. When when someone runs away, they'll pack a bag. You do know that, right? You do realize that a bag, they'll at least take a change of clothes. I mean, you took his underwear from him, so he didn't have no underwear. I'm sure he would have loved to take anything. Y'all didn't put that little information out, though. What's information to find him? You did nothing that was important to find him a year ago. Hell, a year ago, everybody can go back and look. There was so much discrepancy and that I was the first one yelling it. So much discrepancy on what he was wearing. What was it? 5th, 6th month mark? Finally, we got maybe some answers. Odd, isn't it? And then she wants to talk how she thought maybe he might be in the kitchen cooking. Her bedroom. You cannot there's no way around walking through the kitchen. What is she talking about? She knew he wasn't in that kitchen. Yep, Cynthia, there's a lot of story missing, and Katie holds the pages. Katie holds the pages to this book. Yeah, autistic children are not just going to wake up or go home and say, I'm leaving. They like routine, period. But they would have took a few personal items. Sebastian didn't take anything. Well, again, but all of his shit was always bagged up and thrown in the trash. Maybe he didn't have nothing, but he still left his phone behind. Again, because every time Chris got pissed off, he would go in there and either make him throw his own shit out there in the trash, or Chris would throw it away. Because Chris, I think, was just pissed. I believe was just absolutely pissed at the world because Sebastian was there. And I think that upset him a lot. Pissed off. I'm going to throw your stuff away. Pissed off. You're going to throw your stuff away. Pissed off. Just by looking. Maybe he reminded him of Seth. I don't know. But something made him mad that every time he would either have to pop him in the mouth, what we heard. Get the belt. We heard that from Chris's own mouth. Pretty much, Kiki. It just really depends. It depends on the situation and the child. They're all different. See, that's the unique thing about autism. They're all different. There's not one the same. And what is pretty much the same about them, they're smart. They're very, very, very smart. They're not dumb. They're probably more brilliant than half of these people on YouTube in many, many, many different ways. He would have took a few personal items. And most of the time, money. Now, I don't know if he had any money. I know that didn't he build a bank and have it in the closet or something? So I don't know if he had money saved up or whatever, but nothing was reported to have been missing. Nothing was reported to have been missing. Most kids, if they want to run away, know they need money, and they'll even take it from their parents if they have to. Hey, Lisa, how are you doing? I didn't know I was coming live, honey. I hope you're doing okay. I hope your husband's okay. Are you at home still? Hey, Barbara, hello. Good to see you. You're up late too. Yeah, I had no idea. Oh, good. Okay, so good, Lisa. I'm glad you're still home. I hope everything works out. Lisa's husband is having more problems, so please, she was scared they would have to go back to the hospital. And what did she spend, like 92 days there? Was it 92 or was it more, Lisa? But anyway, please pray, for her husband and her. She's had a really, really hard time. But you might even take something of your favorite, your photo, a favorite photo. Maybe in his case, it could have been one with his mom. Maybe it could have been one with his dad. Oh, I forgot. I think, can't be 100% sure, but it wasn't like he could snatch them off the wall. Let me just put it in that aspect. Okay. Let me just say it like that. Which makes me wonder, did they allow him to have pictures in his room? I just wonder. Maybe he wanted a picture of him and his dad in his room. Anyway, they will most of the time, so I don't think that would count for him anyway. But again, I don't believe he ran away. I do not believe he ran away. Let's get that straight. I'm just giving y'all some pointers and stuff here. Because runaways don't just poof. They can vanish. He didn't run away, in my opinion. Sometimes, though, if you're a runaway and you're in an emotional state, or you do it on impulse, you'll grab whatever it is available right there that you can grab to take with you. Well, guess what? Let's just say that was the case with Sebastian. Oh my God. His shoes was beside the door. Do you think he would have grabbed his shoes as he was going out the door, even if he didn't sit down and put them on right then and there? He could have put them on outside or down the road. But nope, all of his shoes was still there. I believe that. You can probably believe that. And guess what? They're the ones talking to law enforcement every day or every other day. Him and Seth. So they would know. They would know. There's also, just so y'all know, and anybody that may ever come in this chat, there's a national runaway safe line. Anytime I talk about running away, I always want to give y'all this. And it's, you can dial 1-800-RUNAWAY, or the direct number is 1-800-786-2929. And they will also get you shelter. Let's hope nobody's thinking about running away, though. But if you are out there and you hear this and you need that, again, that number's 1-800-RUNAWAY. Hey, second to number one. Hello, everybody coming in. Hey, Jiggy. They also have support groups for parents of runaways. Again, I doubt Katie even tried to do that because she knew Sebastian didn't run away. So, but just so you know, you can also dial that number and they will help you with support groups. So, but the bottom line is Sebastian Wayne Drake Rogers is still missing. He's still missing. A couple of days, it's going to be 1 year. 1 year. 1 year. And somebody needs to come clean. He's been missing since, and they changed it for y'all that don't know, since February 25th, 2025. So in 2 more days, it'll be a year. Sebastian needs to be found. He was last seen with his mother getting in the car with her at Texas Roadhouse. After that, we don't really know what happened after they drove off, except what Katie said. And one thing so far has not been the complete truth, in my opinion. So she don't talk much. Can't wait to see this interview. But guess who talks for her? Mr. Chris. He insists on telling this story, from calling the law and reporting it, to being on interviews, to every single thing about Sebastian. Chris wants to tell the story. He seems to have all the pages to this book. Yet, he says he was not even in town. Yet, he convinced somehow, or maybe he didn't even have to convince. She loves her husband so much. He just told the story and she went along with it. But he's got him an alibi. That's why I'm not so hard on Chris. She locked herself in and she allowed him to lock her in. I don't sit here and say he locked her in. We know that. But she allowed him to lock her in. And they both got something on each other, in my opinion. If one or both are involved, who's going to turn on who first? Chris is never going to allow himself or his blood family to go down, not without a fight. So if I was Katie, I would fully tell what I knew before it was too late. Before you try, I mean, you could, before there's no plea bargain or no way out. That's my opinion. Hell, call Dolly over there. Order a bunch of soap. Katie, come clean. See, Dolly, I just gave you a plug. Katie, go get clean. Y'all, keep his name and his face out there. Share, share, share. And if you know something, please say something. It's not too late yet. You can call Sumner County Sheriff's Office at 615-451-3838. You can call 1-800-TBI-FIND. You can call DOG at 1-833-TELL-DOG. You can call any of the FBI agents in your area, or if you need to, you can dial 911 if you think it's an emergency and you think you really spot him somewhere and you think they need to get out there ASAP. But in the meantime, alive or not, I feel in my heart Katie knows where he's at. Katie, this is your son, your flesh and blood, your child, and it's your life. But do the right thing. You may not know everything, but tell what you know. I am begging you, lady, tell what you know. And give it up already, Stevie boy. Stop helping them. Stop putting out misinformation. Stop doing all those things, Stevie boy, because you're not helping, you're hurting, and law enforcement's already told you. So give it up. And I hope it's the last time I have to speak on you. Everybody say a prayer tonight and pray that Sebastian is found, because again, like I always said with Summer, he needs justice, he needs grace and dignity, and he needs to be found one way or another. Y'all sleep tight. Have a good night. Love you all. Thank you for being here, and I appreciate each and every one of you. Good night.